Money. We on the
That does
grind.
not make no sense.
Can you hear me?
That's the only way your phone works.
That ain't the only way my phone works.
Can you do me a favor? Can you clean your front camera, just please? Just leave it,
No,
please.
we're not gonna do that.
Can you?
Cause I got plenty in the chamber. We ain't gonna do that. Fire your ass up, real quick. hmm
Just do like this on the shoulder.
Fire your ass up,
Just
real
lick your
quick.
finger, something. Look. Mm.
All right.
Um.
What's the good word?
Oh, I can't call it. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. What
I was working out.
you was working out? That's what's up, man. I just finished watching part one of Tiger Woods documentary. That thing cold blooded.
Really?
That thing cold. Please go check that out. That give you a whole. What's up, David? What's happening, everybody? That give you a whole different perspective on um, just who he is. You know what I'm saying? What he went through, and it's about to get heavy on this part too. So they ain't holding no punches on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they going in. They going in from the good, bad, the ugly, the relationship with the parents, his dating life, the fame, all the stuff he went through. Yeah, they going in. Thing heavy.
You already know.
Heavy, man. So what's the topic tonight?
You came up with a good one today. I need to go back through my text message and read how you worded it. Or you remember it?
I know we talked about a few of them, but
Or we just gonna go with that one, or we're gonna give them an option?
I think we could just dive in. To be honest,
To be honest, to be
to
honest,
be honest, to be honest, I
to
think
be
we could just
honest.
dive straight in.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Um, hold on, let me read it to you. Okay. So basically, you text. Would it be okay if your girlfriend, right? Is it okay for your girlfriend to date your ex?
Yeah.
Is that how you worded it?
Basically, like one of your friends, you know what I'm saying? One of your best friend or one of your good friends.
Well, just say friend because everybody knows the difference between friend and
Okay.
associate. So somebody,
I mean, not really. The reason why I gotta say that is because the friendship meaning has changed. So I don't want to exclude nobody because there's a lot of folks out here that'll middle finger somebody and they act like they good on social media. So I don't want to exclude anybody for however they view their relationships.
well then you
But
can't say anybody that you know because you you don't care about people that you know. You just care about somebody that you consider a friend.
mm, mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Somebody that you consider your friend, is it okay for them to date your ex?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just I'm just trying to figure out how we can include everybody since you said it's a difference there.
I'm just looking at it from the standpoint like if you know somebody and you feel like y'all was cool or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That way that just puts whoever in the category. I just want to know from everybody on here listening, man, is y'all okay with that? Fellas, you okay with your homeboy hollering at somebody you used to talk to? And ladies, are you okay with your homegirl hollering at somebody you used to talk to?
So since you had to clear up the title situation part of that, let's clear up when you say hollering.
Can your friend
So so with that being said, is this somebody that you was in a relationship with or somebody you was just hitting?
Nah, man. If I'm talking about somebody that you was talking to, like y'all was dating and in a relationship with.
Okay, there we go. There you go. Okay.
So I'm gonna put on here, can your friend date your ex, and leave it at that.
Is it okay for your friend to date your ex?
Okay,
Now I know that's gonna take you about 5 minutes, so
okay.
let's pause for the cause.
Oh boy, there we go. Boop.
And he abbreviated.
Learning how to. Y'all sure did. I sure did, man. So,
What's up, Divine?
oh shit. Uh, it's so as usual, ladies first.
No, 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 no. King first today.
That's a no for me.
All right. Good night.
That's a no. That's a no. No, I'm saying to answer the question. That's a
Oh, okay.
no.
I thought
That's
you
a
was like,
no for
why you
me.
going?
No, no, no. That's a no for me. Uh, yeah, that's a no. I know folks done tapped on some of the same. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and men are tapped on some of the same people.
Oh, okay. It's Atlanta. That's possible.
It ain't just an Atlanta thing, bro. It's not just an Atlanta thing. This where
So,
I'm going with it from. Go ahead.
okay. So you saying no? That's gonna be a no for me. It's not okay for none of your homeboys to tap something that you was dating or do whatever they want to do with somebody that you was dating, right?
Yeah, that's a no. If I consider, you know what I'm saying, somebody that I was cool with or we, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a no. And it's not even on no jealousy. It's just from a principle standpoint.
So
Like
let me
for
ask you.
example, like for
Let me.
example, right? There's a lot of situations that have happened. Um, I think one of the most recent ones that definitely got a lot of heat behind it was the whole situation, and and I'm respectfully discussing these, but
Mm-hmm.
the whole situation with Amarion,
Oh my God.
um, and
Little Fizz.
Lil Fizz, yeah, yeah. So and I just want to say, man, like it ain't no judgment. I'm just sharing my opinion. You feel me? Like, but I think when stuff like that goes on, right? Even though people have moved on and done whatever they've done, like I always would think in the back of my mind that it was always some underlying shit going on, even if I was with the person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
how is it that somebody you consider to be your brother, your partner, especially in their situation, You know, they making money together, they making moves together, they spend a lot of time on the road, they spend a lot of time rehearsing, whatever you wanna call it. And then for you know what I'm saying, for you to sit up there and be hollering at one of your partners, some you know what I'm saying, and not
Right.
only that, but I mean shit, that man had a family with Shawty.
Yeah, that's different.
Um,
Especially
I,
as
I
kids.
don't I don't I don't I don't I don't think that's 100. Like for me, you know what I'm saying, and especially because you know I'm in the basketball world. Like even if I don't fuck with you or consider you somebody that I'm close with, if you was a teammate of mine, I'm still not gonna go that route. I don't feel like that's 100. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because regardless, like I don't I don't never want that to be the type of vibe. And the biggest thing too is, man, it's so many options out here for men and women um, to be crushing on the same situation. So if I don't fool with somebody and I'm willing to be like, nah, I'm good on that, then that's even more so if I do rock with you. Now, from the level of if you just smashed on something or whatever like that, then those laws are different. So, you know what I'm saying? If it's one of them situations, then it is what it is. But somebody that you was married to, a fiance, somebody you considered, somebody you told you loved or had kids with, nah, that's a no.
Yeah.
And I've, you know what I'm saying? And again, I've done some things in my day. Um, but I'm just saying, like, for real, that's a no because it's so.
They self first of all, and then no respect for the relationship that they have with the person that is supposed to be the friend. Because, like you say, it's so many people that you date. The ratio, especially for women to men in Atlanta, I know it's crazy, but then you gotta, you know, it's a little hard for different women for the women in Atlanta for several reasons. We ain't gonna go into that, but even with that being said, um, I had a conversation. I actually have a joke that I talked about this is that um, when you've been friends for such a long time, but my friends, for example, we all know what type of men that we like, and it's great that the five of us we like different type of men. We don't really like the same type of person. We all have our type. We all talk to different guys, which is is great. But then I have some friends that when we go out, we may see somebody that we like, and that we're like, oh, he's cute, and then we say he's cute. All right, but then I've been in the situation where I may meet somebody and I'm getting to know them, and I'm not really quick to introduce like the guy that I'm getting to know to my friends just so quickly. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
something that I just don't do. But then I've also had a situation where when I actually did bring them around, you know, you don't know, like your girls can be like, oh yeah, about that one, or I know him, he hit such and such a, you know, it's such a close separation between certain people because we all have our groups, we have all have our cliques. Somebody know this person over here. It's just like it's so close to somebody knowing somebody that you know. But what I'm saying is that when it happens and someone tell you, "Oh, I know him," or "I fucked him," do you stop or do you keep going?
Well, first of all, anytime somebody do say something real to somebody else, they gonna get upset or feel like you hating. It just depends on who you talking to. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And
Or you can
all,
appreciate the person saying, "Oh, girl, I didn't know you know him. I fucked him back in the day."
but again, most people ain't appreciating. And the reason why I brought this question up is because for one, a lot of us got to check the people that we claim is 100, and that's a part of our circle. I know myself, I've seen it too many times, man. Some of the people that are our right hand, whether it's your homegirl or your homeboy, be the same ones that'll take your chick, be the same ones try to steal your business opportunities, be the same ones that's gonna try to run off with the plug. We done seen it too many times. We done seen too many movies, too many documentaries where it's the homie or somebody close trying to be on some bullshit. So that's what made me think because I know we've heard about the fear shit or it's been a lot of different situations that have happened over the years, especially when it comes to to athletes, man. This shit is just wild. And it ain't no morals, it ain't no codes to anything, man. And it's like anybody will go and then they'll feel away when somebody trying to get at theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody trying to house everything. But then when somebody you hear somebody hollering at yours or kicking it with yours, you know what I'm saying, then it's an issue. And it ain't no type of like principle to the shit. So everybody out here moving crazy. Everybody. Like 90% of people, like when you feel like you got a day one, you might have to do a little background check, man, and really rethink that, man, because I know the conversations that I've had to have still to this day, um, the shit that I've seen myself personally, the things that you hear, the circles are small, man. We all know the same
Mm-hmm.
people pretty much, and it's like it's a lot of bullshit going on. So I was like, this was one of the ones I had been wanting to talk about for a minute, man, because I see a lot of people like a lot of people were saluting April, like let her live. It's like how you what you mean let her live? That
Okay,
ain't
so
that ain't
so
that ain't 100.
so let me. So I bought a one scenario of you finding out and the girl telling you, "I hit that." Do you proceed? All right. Now to get further along, to get to where you say it's okay. Now, when you say I hit that, was y'all, was it just a hit? Did he meet your parents? Was y'all just a one night stand? Was y'all just playing a kissing game? And you
If
know,
Shawty belong to the city, you gonna know. If you gonna get that scout report. If she belongs
okay,
to the
you
city,
first of
then
all,
it
you
is.
supposed to do first of all, you supposed to do a street report on the person anyway. But I'm
That's what
just
I'm
saying,
saying.
if you meet a guy off from your friends, and then when you bring them around your friends, or you meet a girl, and then you pop up on the scene with the girl,
Yeah.
and one of your homeboys be like, "Oh, yeah." So anytime somebody hits with the yeah, let me holler at you about that. That automatically, it's some shit going on. But
Could be.
okay, could be. So you question him. Okay, so was this just something you was hitting? Was you in love? Was it a committed relationship? Like you have that conversation out of respect for that person, and if they give you your blessings, that's great. But if they say they got a problem with it, then you got to evaluate. You know whether this relationship means more to you than this chick you just met or this dude you just met. Okay. So say for instance, he say he's okay. You keep dating her. If he say he's not okay, and you just got to make a decision. But a lot of people may feel like April just want to live, or her and Mario may be at peace, and Mario may not care. It was like, okay, it didn't work out for us, and maybe it'll work out for y'all. And just as long as it ain't interfering with me and my kids, he may be okay with it. But then April get labeled as a hoe and all this whole bunch of shit because she could have went found somebody else, not the boyfriend and group member. You know, like I mean, everybody has their different opinions about the situation.
And I
But
and I get that. And for those people, like even the Mario who supposedly gave his blessings, I feel like bro just ain't want none of that energy. Um, but from the standpoint he gave the blessings, he gave the blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody can move how they choose to. I'm just saying for me, I'm not moving that way. Now to go back to what you said, because there are a lot of situations, man. You might meet somebody and you done not y'all already 10 toes down, and then you finally bring them around and then somebody hit you with that nudge, like, bro, let me holler at you.
Yeah.
So I'm what I'm saying is, in my opinion, if I'm already rocking, I'm gonna rock, but I'm a proceed with some caution as I try to
Why
understand
caution though?
this intel that I just got,
Oh,
because it's
okay.
still, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I got you.
I'm still gonna rock, because the thing that people don't understand is it ain't fun being on the other side of it. What I mean by that is, a lot of people gonna talk and say all kind of shit and give their perspectives on how you were or what they've heard, and when you
Mm-hmm.
and you know this ain't that, and that's why for me, like, I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt, and what you might have did in your former life at one point in time, you could be on a whole different vibe afterwards. I think that a lot of times, man, sometimes the things that we do precedes us so much, man, and people can't see us past that, which is unfortunate. I feel like a lot of people do grow for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be positive with that. A lot of people are growing, or they're trying to grow. So I'm not gonna give that much, but I am gonna pay attention out of fairness. I'm not just gonna shut down something that I got going on. You feel me? Just because somebody coming in and be like, "Hey, bro, so and so did this, this, and this," unless they providing something that just happened. And then it's like, damn, like, Shawty, you was really on that, and you didn't think
So
this
when
shit
you
was gonna
say
come back?
recent, is it something within 5 years that's considered recent to you, or what if it was something
Hell
like 10?
no, man. I'm talking about months.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah,
it as a
no,
question. So if it's within months,
nah,
then that's a different story. But if it's been like 2 years or plus, clearly the thrill is gone, and
man.
they
People,
done
people
moved
can
on.
change. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I'm saying. People can change. They have moved on. You know what I
Yeah, they
mean?
done moved on. So,
But I'm not. I'm.
um,
Let me clear this up too. I'm not gonna knowingly get at something that one of my partners, because where I'm going with what you're talking about is somebody that, for the most part, like, let me think. I ain't never, like, really got at somebody that my people done hollered at. I ain't never done that. Now on some cutty action, that's different. But I ain't never, like, been on some, like, serious with something that everybody else, you know what I'm saying, I've been on. Um, Now I've gotten some real interesting scouting reports. That's a nice way to put it. I've got some real interesting scouting reports on some of the decisions, and being in that situation, like, I just been like, shit, I hear you. I'm gonna take that information in. I ain't gonna forget about it. But I'm already where I'm at. I gotta mash the gas and move forward on that.
have you ever pulled out of the situation as soon as you got a bad scout report?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Chance
Because the reason being, like I said, I put myself in their shoes, and what would that be like if somebody given a scout report about me? Right? I know who I am. I
you.
know the shit that I've been through. I
Mm-hmm.
own all of mine, and if I'm elevating, and I'm maturing, and I'm still on my process, going through my journey, I'm not worried about the naysayers, because the other part too is, anything that you heard, just ask me. I'm that type of guy. Just ask me, holler at me. I'll
Right,
shoot it to you straight. You know what I'm saying? I'll shoot it to you straight. I ain't gonna lie on myself, and I ain't gonna sit up there and try to gas myself to make myself look a certain type of way either. But I feel like a lot more people should do that. You know what I mean? And then that
right.
negates a lot of this other BS that's going on. But that's not what's happening. And then too, you know, people put themselves in these situations, and what's interesting is, in some cases, the scouting report becomes true, because you start looking at the tendencies here and there, even when they trying to hide it.
It's still
You can't
sneak out.
run from that. You can't run from it, and those people are who they are,
Mm-hmm.
still to this day. And it don't matter how old they get. That's the unfortunate part. It's just crazy, and it's like, You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm gonna stay down for mine because I don't want to let anybody deter me from anything that, like, I appreciate the heads up, but like especially when it comes to relationship, man, could a lot of people be saved if they would listen? Yes. But I also think too that a lot of great relationships have been fucked over because you listening to the wrong people.
Have you ever had a situation where you wish you would have listened to the scout report to the point of leaving the shit alone instead of giving them a chance?
That's easy, man. I already had an understanding of everything, but it was already so far deep that I just, you know what I'm saying, was like, I'm gonna do my part. And you know what?
Do your part as in let
I
her show you the scout report is true.
nah, do my part as in show up, continue to love, continue to fight for the relationship, continue to be who I need to be, grow, this, that, and the third, and everything else will happen the way that it needs to happen.
Oh, you was deep.
Yeah,
You were deep.
yeah. So
Okay.
and to be honest, like it's a frustrating process. Um, I don't have any regrets, even though I wish that I didn't have to go through a lot of shit that I went through.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the type of person, man, that I know that if it's a job, I mean, excuse me, if it's a situation, a circumstance, a relationship, or whatever, if I give it my all, I am okay to walk away.
Right.
Like I'll be okay with whatever decision because I know that I gave 200%.
Yeah,
And
you
I
did
and
your
I
part.
feel like that's what I mean by doing my part. And I feel like a lot of times we we jump the gun and then we have the resentment or the fact that we're guilty or we beat ourselves up about it, which then causes us to in the next relationship or situation be in some real bullshit that we shouldn't be nowhere near all of that. You feel me? Like not like
Right.
we should have been let that shit go, but we're hanging on because we're like, man, I fucked up the last time. I don't want to fuck this up. And then this one is really somebody you should have been like, man, I'm straight on.
Right. So how okay, I was gonna ask you, how do you let go or end the relationship with somebody after you didn't get that nudge on the shoulder that your best friend or somebody you consider a brother done hit the person that you kind of interested to, or vice versa. If your girl tell you she dated him and I didn't, and what you supposed to tell the dude? Like, hey, uh, you know, it ain't you, it's me. I can't do this.
And you know what? That's happened. Um, that's happened with some people that I've been cool and close with. You feel me? But it's just one of them things, man. You gotta eat that.
Now I used to.
I didn't jump ship on it. You know what I mean? But I do have an understanding. And when you learn a person's tendencies and how they move,
Hmm.
you make the decision. And in some of the situations I've been in, I've allowed shit to linger instead of just cutting that shit off the way that it was supposed to be done.
Hmm.
Um, and again, because of my traumas and things that I've been through, I move a certain way. So it's like I peep some shit, but I'm doing me. And I'm not saying that that's the right thing. I'm just being transparent because going through those growing pains and understanding who I am, understanding, the people that I'm around and just certain things going on. I'm not saying that it was right.
Right.
But I've learned a lot from a lot of the things that I've gone through in the last 15, 16 years, just all together. You know what I'm saying? So you learn from those things and you get better, man. And I know what I've learned. And I know how to package my shit moving forward and where I'm at and how I feel about whatever. So the communication, because I'm a big communicator and I don't, especially now, I'm not holding no punches or doing none of that. Like I like what I like. I'm gonna be where I want to be, and I'll keep it at that. Like I'll fight to damn near to the death, man. But it comes to a point where it's like, nah, I got to figure out what the play gonna be.
I had a situation where I met a guy, and I think maybe about 2 3 weeks into the when you say relationship but getting to know each other,
Hmm.
I happened to mention his name to a friend of mine, and this is somebody that I consider a friend. And the let me tell you about that came up, and they messed around back in the day. And the reason why I asked you about the time is because if it's something within months, then that's a different type of situation. But if it's something where it's like 5 or 10 years, then that kind of gives you a different type of feeling about it. But for me, it was more so of the fact that I was uncomfortable being around her with him.
Right, and
No
that's
matter
fair.
no matter how old it was, it could have been 2 months, it could have been 10 years, it could have been childhood sweetheart. I still was uncomfortable with both of them around. And I thought it would kind of go away. Maybe the first time it was a little awkward because in your mind you like you don't want nobody to know what you getting, or vice versa. Or it was, to me, I just couldn't handle the feeling that was given with him sitting there beside me, and then her sitting here, and I just didn't like it. So I knew that feeling wasn't gonna go away, because you just don't, just like women don't like to have another upper hand given to another woman, vice versa. You don't want your friends know what you getting, especially if it's hella recent.
Hmm. So to your point, right, and the Destiny just said, like, if we date properly, all of this part of data that we collect dating, you'll collect it. But it's tricky because depending on your profession, depending on when you pick friends, it's a lot of shit that goes into it. And I wish it could be that easy and that simple, right? Because back in the day, you know, the my OGs who were like 10 years older or like in their early 50s or whatever, like your partners was the ones that you grew up with. So that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Not nowadays you can't trust them folks that you grown up with. You might fuck around and be cooler with somebody you just met 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So
It's true.
the friendship part of it is very tricky, and that's why it's just like either you're gonna stand on yours or you're gonna allow what you heard to discourage you in your relational journey. And that's why I just encourage people, man, do what you feel is best at the end of the day. Not information is definitely powerful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you secure in where you're at, you make whatever decision you feel is best for you. Period. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, some things are like if somebody holler at you and be like, "Hey, B, Holmes used to beat on somebody, or Holmes used to do this or do that," then it's like, don't even fuck around with that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But when you get at the age that I know that I'm at, 38, you know, got kids, been there, done that, whatever. And you talking about somebody meeting you at 38, but ain't no telling what you done did in them 38 years. So you got to eat that.
Yeah, you got to eat that. But see, what I do is, speaking of age and old, not to be crack a joke, but when it happened, I spoke to some other friends just to make sure that, am I wrong for feeling like this? Would this go away? Do I have a conversation with her, even if she give the blessings and she's definitely okay with it? Do I not bring them around each other? I got to tiptoe around her, tiptoe around him, because this is a friend of mine that I actually would talk to about relationship advice. So now
Hmm.
all of a sudden, the main girl who I would go to for relationship advice, I can't go to her because it's about somebody she already hit.
She used to deal with it.
Exactly. So and it's so funny because I used to crack a joke saying that I would only have these issues out of my old friends. So I used to always crack a joke and say, ladies, if y'all don't want to have these issues, y'all got to get y'all some young friends because they get count low. Because, and this is another thing, when you are older, you want to keep the code. But what if you in your 45s or what if you into your 50s and this situation come up? You may feel like, damn, I just finally met somebody. I've been single for 3 years. Here I am, 46, 47. Just met a guy, and I really like him. But then my girlfriend said that she hit him. Then what? Because then you feeling like, damn,
But that's
I've
what
been.
I'm saying though. She hit him. That's one thing.
Which it was
And
somebody she dated. So when you older, you be like, damn,
but
these
how?
old hoes
But
is
again,
fucking me
to
up.
yeah.
Telling y'all them your hoes, they dick count low. You go have with them. Well, I don't know. It's not the hot girl part. But I'm just saying mine is.
Nah, nah, and
My older
that
friend, they list real long and we hang in the same group. So I was bound to meet somebody that's on that list.
and but that's what I'm saying. That's fair, and I just think that people gotta do what you feel is best, man. I know for me, like I said, if I know you done had kids with somebody, if I know you done been married to somebody, or like y'all was super serious, that shit is off limits to me, man. But if it's like y'all was just kicking it for a little bit or some other shit, man, I think that's something that's a conversation.
I still don't want to be sitting there knowing that my friend done slide my boo down, regardless of when it happened. Or vice versa.
I think when you've entered the 30s, that a lot of times we let certain thoughts exit the mind.
No, as long as my mind working, them thoughts gonna be there. Now maybe 40 and 50, it's all green light. When I hit 45, 50, and I meet a nigga and I like him, if you tell me you fucked him 10 years ago, bitch, I'm gonna tell you congratulations and keep it moving. Especially, so that's what I'm like. I'm just saying at a certain age, you gotta really think about it, you know? You ain't at the top of the dating list.
Mm.
I don't
Anyway,
want friends sloppy seconds either.
no,
But
I don't want that either. I don't want that either.
exception is sometimes.
I'm all in agreement for that. But I just, like I said, I think that some of these, right? We've talked about the certain things that are just black and white, but there's some gray area, man, in some of this,
It is.
and that's what I'm saying with the gray area piece. To have an open mind and not allow certain things to come into play to just to stop you from doing what you feel is on your heart. Because if that's the case, man, we can't date nobody. It's gonna be a scout report on everybody.
You just gotta import you one. Go somewhere and bring you one.
See, now, no, that's it. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's a small world, and like I said, some of the stuff that's going on that's being acceptable, man. I don't feel that that's 100. I don't feel there's nothing play about that. And again, that's why I wanted to make sure I brought this question up, man, because a lot of us we need to check our circle and our surroundings, man. It's a lot of bullshit going on, and just pay attention for real, and pay attention because it's one side of it where you getting honest information, then there's the other side of it, man, where people are just hating. They hating. They don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want to see
So they
you,
will lie and tell you that they hit something, they hit it.
or whatever. Yeah, I've seen that too,
But then if you
for
ask
sure.
the girl and she say no or yes, then that
No, y'all wouldn't be lying on y'all body count.
well, you always supposed to
You
say it times two whenever somebody give you a number.
You supposed to say it times two?
Yeah.
God damn.
But wait a minute. So so a dude told you he hit somebody you was dealing with, but when you went and asked the girl, she say no, or did he say no and she say yes? I'm confused.
I just said, and not in my situation.
Well,
I just said it'd be some yeah. The shit that I know was it was somebody that that lied.
oh man.
So
Okay,
yeah,
but in that situation, who you believe?
I believe both of them.
But one saying no and one saying yes. So did they fake fuck? I'm confused. It's either yes or no.
The fact that they put themselves in that situation, I'm a,
They were naked and didn't fuck. I'm just like
I'm
I'm just I'm confused.
but it ain't. It's just the conversational piece. The fact that the thought of it is out there, whether somebody did it or didn't do it, they both put themselves in that situation. So something jumped off.
Yeah.
Cause you know nowadays, you know what I'm saying. Like it'll be some people that'll be like, you know, just got some head that really that don't count. It might be some people that straight
Oh,
up, straight up. Somebody
so
might
she
be like they
slobbed me
got some
down,
head.
but we didn't have sex, and then you gonna be
Yeah.
thinking about that next time you go kiss the girl in the mouth.
All I'm saying is, man, it depends on who you talk to, depend on how they look at it, their perspective. So, you know, it just depends on what people are okay with. You know what I'm saying?
As into the level of what sex is. It's okay if you slob him down. That was nothing. It's okay if he gave you some head. That ain't really nothing.
Yeah. Some people think like that.
Hmm.
But no matter what, man, you still got to be able to stand strong on what you want to do and how you want to move forward. To me, honestly, still, I feel that all information is important. Is important um, because then you get an understanding whether it's about her or it's about him. And I know in some situations I've gotten an understanding of him, and in other situations I've gotten an understanding of her. And then you're gonna have some rare ones where you get an understanding of both of them. So y'all both just on some bullshit. And then I had somebody else who knows somebody else that done came in to clear all of that up. And I've been a part of them conversations too.
But at some point you have to really like if this is your girlfriend and you've been around her for 2 years and me 10 years or more, and you already know she a little loose, then you really don't have to be super persuaded that it could have possibly happened.
No, not at all.
So and then if you got a homeboy who he was hitting everything moving and he tell you that, and then it's a possibility. But you know, you got to kind of really look at the person that's being, you know, scouted, as you say.
Right. But what I'm also saying too though is for everybody, man, is regardless of the
She
scouting
loose.
info,
I said loose, juicy. A lot of putting a lot of miles on a car.
I just feel like regardless, you know what I'm saying, you got to stand strong on your own thoughts and your own opinions of stuff. The reason why I am very open minded to people or the dating, you know what I'm saying, arena is because I've been on the other end of it. I've seen,
Hmm.
whether it's been true or false, I've still seen people try to drag me through the mud. You know what I mean? And I know the details, but regardless of anything, it's funny because a lot, like 80% of the shit that was like either thrown out there or being discussed was some bullshit. And I think it's just interesting, like, you know, being that I've been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is the people that was putting it out was inside.
But I think also we have to realize that it's a lot of people out here that won't take the energy to go get to know or talk to somebody that they don't know when they feel like it's easy and convenient to try to cross the line with somebody that they already know and comfortable around, regardless of who that person has ties to. Because I know some men, they just fuck a whole circle. And unfortunately, the women allow it. But it's just like at some point, you don't have a game or like the energy, or you don't feel like you need to go try to date or
That's
talk to
the reason
somebody.
why. I'm glad you just said that. That is the reason why, though, Queen. Because a lot of people like, man, I ain't got time for this shit, right? What's some of the favorite phrases you hear once you get to about 35? It's like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm a grown ass woman. I ain't got time for these games, motherfucker. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then the minute you hear something, you like, nah, I'm cool. The minute you hear something, be like, nah, I'm straight, bro. Like, I'm all right. I'll let y'all go. And nobody's really taking the time to get to know people. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
on point.
that's why,
On point
yeah, and that's
right
what
there.
that's what I'm
Because
saying is
it's
like,
a lot of men that convenient. They if the pussy is convenient, they hitting it. They don't care if they brother hit it. It's just that they don't have the energy, or they don't feel like taking the time to date and getting to know somebody. So they just gonna be community dicks in this clique. And unfortunately, the women allow it, which is the dumbest. But to me, that's a weird turnout, because I look at the type of people who you date when we meet, and I'm not gonna lie, I was heavily turned off once, we had the conversation of people that they have dated, and
you
people
you
they
you see what this queen said. Her ex-husband's friends always tried to hit on her.
I'm
See that?
sure.
That's the reason why. That's the
Yeah,
reason why I put this question up, man. Because that ain't his friends. That ain't your partners, man. You know what I'm saying? If they
yeah.
look like, if they trying to get like, I would feel crazy. Like I think of
Can I
some of
put
the dudes that I'm cool with. I feel crazy as fuck. Like trying to throw some energy to their wife, or even if that's their ex-wife.
but the
That shit
reason
just
why is because he's already been around her. He probably done been around the family, and it's just easy for me to approach her because I'm around her, versus saying something to a girl at that damn service station or out at the grocery store, anywhere else besides her. So if you got
I
the
can't even
audacity,
think. My mind can't even think that way, AB. I'm sorry.
what you mean?
Because it's easy to approach. Like my mind just can't even think that way. And I done been in some situations, man. I done had some interesting folks throw some energy at times, and I'm just like,
Honey,
God
can I
damn.
put you to the ceiling for a minute?
Can who?
Can I pause for a second?
Oh no, do you think? But yeah, I can't even see that, man. And I done been on both sides of it. I don't think that's 100 at all. Like that shit crazy. That's a crazy situation, Queen. Matter of fact, hold on. While she doing that, man, I can't even get you on here. You ain't gonna let me get you on 504. I sure want to ask you live on that one. I want to get your take. Sheesh. It probably would helping him to leave her. So, man, look, it's a lot of that going on. It's a destiny, baby. Goodness. There's a lot of that right there. Hold on, man. Hold on. I can't get none of y'all, but y'all running. I can't add none of y'all's. Jeez. So gonna try to add. Hold on. Say what now?
He knew his friend got a good wife and probably was helping him to leave her so he could move in.
Look,
Feel
I'm
guilty.
finna
Exactly. That is not your friend, honey.
I'm finna see if 504 gonna jump on her, Miss AB. I got to hear this shit live. Like I done been on both sides of the shit, man, and it's just interesting, man. And people don't give a fuck, especially when most people out here, man, when they ain't happy in their situations, and a lot of that shit be on some like get back.
But I also kind of put, I kind of like to think of why he feel it's okay to do that, as if he don't think she gonna tell her husband. So why would men even do that? Or what sign did they get to say it's okay for me to try this? Or do they really
Because they
feel
don't.
like,
Because a lot of people don't though. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I'm not saying that there aren't some that do. There are some that do. But for the most part, a lot of people don't. And the reason why they don't is because the law's so fucked up now that even when you do keep it 100 with somebody that you care about or whatever, they gonna challenge you and be like, you must want what I got. They'll find a way to flip the narrative. And it's like, bro, I'm trying to sit up there and give you some game, like let you know what your partners is on. Oh nah, you must be the one that want to get at them. And you like
oh, that's
people will
that's some
find
bull,
it.
that's some bullshit right there.
But
That don't even
that's what I'm saying. You
that don't
know,
even make
folks be out
sense.
there doing it. It don't make sense, but people are doing it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And then on the flip side too, which is this world that we live in. I've been looking at these clips and these articles popping up, man. Folks' mental health is so fucked right now.
Of course.
Folks is out here killing folks over some pussy or some dick, man. Like I don't, that shit ain't player. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for everybody, man, because this folks really out here tripping behind, you know, whoever their person is or whatever they got going on. It ain't never that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like just
Right.
break up, go your own way, or
Just
do what you
leave.
got to do. Yeah, it ain't never that deep. You know what I'm saying? And that's the other part that's kind of wild out here too. Um, and it throw a big monkey in the wrench, man, because folks will goddamn blow your head off or try to do some shit to you behind whatever. So yeah, none of that shit cool.
But that was a good one. I think we hit that one from all angles. I
Yeah,
know. I saw one person ask, "How do you tell that person?" And if you tell the person that that's the reason why you can't be with them because you know they dated somebody that you know, I mean, what they gonna do besides be like, if that's how you really feel? Okay, they can make you talk to them.
well,
They
go
may
ahead
try
and
to lie because they gonna be like,
right,
I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna try to lie this one out. And then that's when you're
right,
gonna have him saying no and she's saying yes or something.
right. Oh
So
shit,
it's
mama.
just like you really, like you say, you really have to evaluate the situation and see who you feel is gonna be the most honest to you.
Cross your fingers on that. But that's crazy. Um, shit, leave us with a good word, Queen. You know, church tomorrow.
Bedside Baptist, baby.
You need to bless us with
Bedside Baptist. Y'all make sure
you need to
y'all attending. I'm gonna be right here. I'm already at my bench. I go to
all right,
2 o'clock service and then I go to an 8 o'clock service in Georgia, and then I watch a 10 o'clock service in California.
all right. Oh shit. You got some good word
Wait a
for
minute,
us.
my homegirl asked if she could get with my ex. Okay, we both did the same thing. Okay, once she asked, then just going to go do it. Um, what was your response? I told her yes if she wanted my second. Did she take up? Did she proceed or did she abort mission?
But Mama
Like,
K, why that response though, Mama K? Come on. Why that response?
I had someone that asked me too recently, and I told her yes. So, Mama K, did she Oh, she did. She went ahead and she carried on. They still together? Cause usually how you start is how how
Well,
you
I'm gonna
get
tell y'all that if I ask one of my partners, he said, "Go ahead if you want my second," so I'm good.
them.
Hell no, I'm good. Not how Mama K came with that one.
She gave her permission, but it was a little shade right there. It was a
The
little
little.
it was a little, degrading. Oh, you want my seconds? Okay, go ahead.
She talking about nope.
Oh, they not together. Well, that's clear. How you get them is the same way you lose them, ladies.
But look at Destiny though. So they both being petty. I knew it wasn't going to go far because he wasn't stable. Well, y'all hell. Then why you let your girl go there? Y'all some hell of friends, boy.
But
Look at her.
they
Yep.
some women feel like they may be a better woman for their man,
Man.
and they can make him be a better man, or they may feel like they got the key to his problems. I don't know.
If you are that woman, God bless you. If you are that man, God bless you. Because if you've been sizing somebody up the whole time they was with your partner, no bueno. No bueno. What you got for us, man? Because this shit about to get ugly. I can see the way it's going right now. what you got? I made him sound real good since she had the balls to ask me. Oh, hell. Hey, it's time to abort mission. AB, what you got for us, AB? I know
Oh
when to exit. I know when to
yeah,
exit.
yeah. I'm
I'm
had to tap
exiting
out.
stage left.
And I'm just
I,
gonna
I
say
love
this.
the congregation. I love it. Y'all some
Yeah,
savages.
we finna have to go to benediction. Um, so my thing is just to kind of the whole summarize the whole topic. Um, oh yeah, I don't do receipts. Yeah, send them to JP. Um, it's all about respect, ladies. I think, and men, it's all about respect. It's about loyalty, and I try my best to do unto others as I would want people to do it to me, and then realizing who you really have in your corner, and just making sure you're mindful of the people that you're keeping around. Because I see a lot of people saying my homegirls and my friends. Like I tell
Mm-hmm.
my year old, you'll soon learn the difference between friends and associates or people that you just know. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what a lot of people get to. We so quick to call somebody sis, and we so quick to call somebody bro, and this and that. And I understand that you will meet someone in the relationship that you have with a certain friend for just 3 years may be stronger than a relationship that you have with somebody that you know for 20 years, because there are certain connections that you will meet with a person. But at the end of the day, you still have to make sure that the people that are around you are worth being around you. And if they loose, let them be loose.
Hey fellas, watch out for them women who call them dudes they brother and they ain't related. But is it my turn to go? is it? Ooh. Is it my turn to go? Ooh, Shawty can't even look at the camera, boy.
So that's how you gonna do. Okay, I guess that's
I'm gonna
payback
keep.
medicine. That's
I'm gonna
payback
keep it a
medicine.
buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck because there's a lot of women out here like that's my brother. That's my yeah. All right, he done dicked you down too. Hey, I got a theory, man. Let me say this
No,
before I go and give my little good nights, my little good night world. Man, if you are considered attractive or whatever, ain't no way you can have homeboys.
that's a lie.
Ain't no way
That's a
that ain't
lie.
no way that could be
That
your
you
brother.
know me. You know how I feel
Listen,
like that.
man, ain't no
You
way
trying
you
to
could
be
be
funny
your
now.
brother
You
and all
know I'm
that.
gonna respond.
I don't need you to respond. You about to get muted. Hey, listen, it's my turn to give my good night word. I
Oh,
just need
your
to
ass
end it
left.
off of
Yo, that's okay. This is a private. We going I see you in a minute.
Hey, hey, look, good people. I do want to say this though, real talk. A lot of times, man, and it doesn't matter the topic, it doesn't matter what the discussion needs to be. Everybody's always saying, well, how do I say it, man? It ain't no perfect way to be transparent. There's no perfect way to really speak the things that are on your mind, that it's on your heart. But if you feel that it's important enough and important to you, just find a way to get that off your chest. I feel that we'll save ourselves a lot of trouble. We'll save ourselves from a lot of relationships or situations or circumstances that we should not be in if we would just open our mouth and be honest and know that you're coming from a good place and leave it at that. If the person on the other end of your words cannot handle what it is that you're saying or want to nitpick and say, well, you didn't say it right and all of this and all of that, then you might want to rethink that person and how you're going to place them in your life. I understand that for many people, it's not easy to communicate how you feel. But even though it's not easy, it should be important enough because we all are important. And I do want to leave on that note because I know that many times conversations that I've had, you know, whether it's from people I know, people I don't know, well, how do I do that? How, like, and it's like, it ain't no perfect way to say how. You just got to go ahead and do it, especially when you know it's something that's on your mind, it's on your heart. So, great one tonight, Queen. You know what I'm saying? I know this might be a topic, but this is an ongoing one, man. But hey, y'all be easy. Good night.
You see them.
Y'all, y'all have a good night, man. Love to all, man. Y'all get your rest, man, so y'all can get up and get that food in the morning. All right.
Love you guys. Good night.
All right. Yeah. Had to get her out of here, man. So listen, hey, y'all. No doggone well, none of y'all queens on here talking about that's your brother and all this, man. Y'all goddamn be careful out here, man. Fellas, make sure y'all keep an eye on them. They out here being slick, man. But y'all have a good night, man. It was a great one tonight, man. Appreciate y'all. That's my brother, boy. Y'all hell, boy. Y'all hell. I sure am. I'm gonna keep starting something too. Y'all be blessed though, man. I'm like, I done kicked off, but I'm talking about shit. You talking about, yeah, you can have guy friends, Destiny, but are you calling them your brothers though? Face ass. All right, man. Y'all have a good night.